Here's the thing. I never did figure out what it was I was supposed to do about the concussions. I know it's not like a permanent flaw in the character, because if it was, it's a flaw beyond the pale. But also it would tell me, this is a flaw. Do you want to take this flaw? You'll get a free perk. But yeah, under details, we see this thing that says concuss. Now we have thirst and hunger, but this thing says that it lasts infinite time. Infinite time of concuss. So that means that until I fix it, it's fucking up my shit. Reduces all attributes. And then you've got your dexterity is getting fucked up, your temperament is getting fucked up because you're thirsty and sleepy. But I can't sleep. I don't think I can even sleep in here until I fix this shit. So yeah, I'll have to see if I can find that. Google Translating, thank you for being one of the only streamers to play this great game. And I translated okay, but his chat was making fun of you for talking to him. Thank you for being one of the only streamers to play this great game. Elena?
Yes?
In Russia. Thank you for being one of the only streamers to play this great game.
Well, I mean, I can translate it, but I'll type it into chat.
Okay. Elena's going to type it into chat. Does this game require a really good PC? The recommended is an i7 and a 1060. But the minimum is much less than that. I think the minimum is a 670 or some such fucking garbage nonsense bullshit. In Supernova, I can only use the bed here, but unfortunately, I cannot use the bed until I get the thingy. But wait, I relayed the power to the what's-its fucking butts-its, but I didn't get no secret piece of equipment to activate the power of positive motherfucking thinking. So, I don't know. I guess it's this fucking thing. Yeah, we better sleep for a normal amount of time. Yeah, Zuzu is perching up here. She's a little sad because she's not right next to me during the stream, because there's a chair right there for Elena to sit in while we hang out. Okay, now in terms of things that I can drink, we have pet pills, which it doesn't have anything to do with that. In fact, I have yet to see... I've yet to see any, like, thing say anything about whether or not it helps with food, thirst, sleep. We have dehydrated water tablets, which says that it's a sugary drink. And I can, I guess, use these. And that does reduce my thirst. So we're slowly getting our character back up to where they're supposed to be at. And it looks like maybe even the concussion went away after I slept for some amount of time. So I don't know what the fuck they were talking about, but yeah. Back to okay stats, it looks like. I'm downloading this tonight on your potato internet. I was gonna say I need to get the power back up to this ship so that I can steal this ship. Who needed help with Russian? Night Embalmer. Wanted to know how to say the phrase. Well, that's a naughty boy, isn't it? Thank you for being one of the only streamers to play this great game. And the more authentically Russian you can make that phrase, the better it's going to come off. Why do you need to steal your own ship? We don't need to steal it, we need to fix it. It needs a power bobbity bop. It needs a thingamaboop, a circular thingamaboop to slip into the dibbity dop. I'm trying not to fight that guy. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to have anything to do with him, but I can't apparently do that, so... Time to hide in the weeds. A canonical joke is Ada. Because there's these These bad attitude boys are hanging out behind these rocks, waiting to get a fucking slice of my flesh. Probably not even to hurt me, just to make me feel bad about myself. Shh. I'm very stealthy. I crept right on by. Please, no big bugs. I don't think there are any kind of big bugs. Seems like people have declared this game to be moderately to extremely bug-free. However, it is new day, new dawn, brand new game, right out on fucking fresh off the press. So who knows what kind of shit might go on. For all we know, we've been stress testing one stick of RAM with the video games Oblivion and Grim Dawn. Which might mean that we haven't stress tested that RAM at all, which might mean that we might start getting blue screens left and right. And if that happens, then I'll pull that stick of RAM out and replace it with the other stick and see if it happens again. But that's why we're recording everything on MKV, because if there's a crash, we'll still be able to get right up in there. Right up in that shit. Just so dirty, right up in it. I'm on the moon of a gas giant? Well, I don't know. I guess this is the ring around this planet. That's what that is. But we got another planet there and another planet there. So we're all sort of close to each other, but neither of these can be a gas giant. Well, maybe this one can be. But gas giants don't got craters on the surface. If that was a thing, man, oh man, would that be confusing. But we're just, we're on a planet. I do know that if Saturn or some fucking big old thing was as close to our planet as the moon was, that it would take up like 2/3 of the sky. The tides on this planet must be crazy. Maybe they don't got a lot of water that's settled in one place. Seems like in this place it's always raining, but there's no ocean. It's just like constantly dropping on the ground and then getting evaporated back up. Just day and night, continuously forever. So you think Reed Dobson is going to be all mad at me for what I done to his fucking cannery people?
You want to know what gets my bile churning?
No.
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
My wife told me to. This one.
Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me.
You're all slaves to Spacer's choice. I was liberating you. That seems like the right one.
Liberating? Edgewater is my home. The only home I've ever had. I put down roots here, gave decades of my life to this place. I never asked to be liberated.
We'll take it up with Elena, man. I had nothing to do with it.
Down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
I don't want them bleeding all over my power regulator, chump.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down.
Okay.
Take what you came for and then leave us be.
You got it. You did it. You made him scared. You're the greatest scarer of all time.
We're done here.
You hear that? You dumb chumps don't get to keep nothing nohow. If the four of you had gone to reroute power away from the yabbity what's it, then everything would have been hunky-dory. But instead you gave it to a stranger. Oh no. Hey Elena, do you want to see what their... No, she's not here. I was going to say, you want to see what their shit looks like up close? Because they are... Here you go. This is what their muzzles look like up close. They're heavily dead. I didn't kill them. There was some other chump. See? You know what they look like? They look like the geckos from Fallout New Vegas. But maybe they don't all look like that. They kind of look like fish with legs, too.
Well, their mouths are open, so they're like...
So, here's what happened. We shut down their power, Their shit is fucked up. Then he said, why did you do it? And I said, because my wife told me to.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell him that, so I said, it was to teach you a lesson. And he said, oh, I'm dying to hear this. Why don't you go ahead and educate me? And I said, okay. It was because you're all slaves to the Spacers Guild, and I want to educate you by making you realize that you're a bunch of chummy bummy poop faces.
Nina Bummer. Oh, good. I'm glad it went better.
So, yeah. Her translation went much better than mine, so I see how they thought I was funny sounding and warned them you were translating. I don't know what their deal is, but bunch of stuck-up native speakers of a language. If somebody comes in here and they're struggling to speak English in a chat that I specify is English only, we're not going to be like, wow, look at your terrible fucking dialogue. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that is a ludicrous thing to suggest.
English-speaking people are kinder than Russians. The Russians are like, ooh,
I think I'll do the health.
You know,
health and the armor rating so far.
Yeah, Russians they're definitely like, they're hecklers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hecklers as far as
fucking hecklers.
True.
Fucking hecklers.
They're hecklers. Hey, boo-boo. Are you trying to get my
I'm skinning these boys. Right here and now. I need them sprat hides. For hiding sprats in my feet. Well, we stole all of Adelaide's shit, and then we stole all of their shit. I guess we're probably not we're not, very friendly people. Pacifist only run is just impossible. I hope not. So far, so good. But if it is impossible, there's only one thing to do. Work out a different strategy and try again. I do have a weird thing that happens when I turn where it kind of hangs a little bit, and I wish it didn't do that. Maybe I need to fine-tune the strength and capacity of this game. Okay, before we get in our ship and fly the fuck away, let's see if we can do some actual side quests.
You see, our friend WeirdistBuilds here, got in the Guinness Book of World Records for beating Fallout 4 with no kills. So we're hoping he's gonna achieve this time around as well. So,
well, if I'm being honest, there was a reason why Oh, this is fun. There's a reason why I persevered in Fallout 4, even though the devs said it wasn't possible. And the reason was because it was a Bethesda game, and I was sure that there was tons of stuff that we could break. And that might not be the case in this game, but we'll see, won't we?
Yeah, this is not Bethesda, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. There's enough give for us to break some shit, I feel. Is thievery if no one sees it? It is if the video game is a video game. We forgot to grab this stuff last time because I zoomed through
let me
this.
see some armor here, Kyle. Let's play with some looks.
I don't have any armor except for an outfit that is.
So you can't loot armor off of them?
Not off of those guys. Huh. So instead of it being like Oblivion or even like Skyrim, where you have gloves and an outfit and pants and boots and that sort of thing, it's more like Fallout, where you just have an outfit and then you also have a helmet. This is how it operates that way.
Mm-hmm.
So this one gives me melee weapon skills, which is not what I want. This one gives me a little bit of bonus to tech skills, and so that's a much better and much tastier bonus for us. So we're still using the default gear that we started with. But maybe somebody somewhere will be like, hey, thanks for doing what we asked you to do. Here's a reward. Do I still speak Russian with anyone on a regular basis? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I speak with my parents.
You speak with your parents, with
my
your best friend, your nephews, your sister.
Yeah, I've got a... I mean, I don't really have a Russian community per se, but yeah, I speak Russian pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Matty Hill,
if she answers.
Yeah, he didn't take any companions because he doesn't want to have any kills at all. So, like what his records about companions.
Well, we don't know if there's even a thing anywhere in this game that does keep track of stuff. We don't know if there's any record at all of how we're doing so far.
Fancy duds. Do the tubes get in
He's
your way?
cute. Look at this guy.
What you selling?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Canid meat.
Ooh, what's that plum looking? What's that apple looking thing?
This is a mock apple.
Ooh, a spacious choice.
There's also bunch of nanners
Ooh.
and some canid meat. But there's also this stuff which is more important to us. We got some stealth skills, some tech skills. We probably ought to be using them stealth skills. And this gives us a bonus to lockpick. And this gives us a bonus to melee. This one gives us a bonus to block.
Oh, the girl who streams with the bird, she's my niece, Night Embalmer. She's half Russian. Yeah, that's Cleara.
Or Cleara, I think is what she
Cleara.
said her name is, how she
Yeah.
says it.
Cleara, yeah.
Increasing dialogue and
Yeah,
leadership skills.
the
Where
burb-
am I for cash?
My
Oh, I'm at
my burb Kesha.
250.
She has my burb Kesha, yeah.
Okay, so let's get rid of some of this stuff. We've only kept this. We've only kept this because we had to use it at the very beginning to blow up a thingy. But I don't know if he has... It doesn't look like he has a limit to how much he can buy. So I can just sell him stuff infinitely, it looks like. But I have all these things, and I'm kind of not sure if I should keep them or get rid of them. We don't need melee weapon attack speed. Tech skill bonus we might need. This stuff we definitely need. And then I don't know. This is, I guess, junk. Which I don't know if you're supposed to use it for something. But I'm just going to get rid of it all. Since I think there's actually literally a button for selling junk. And then I'm going to buy... I think this one that does the stealth skills. Cool. And then there's only one... Well, this one does lockpick, but these ones do block, which I don't know if we need that for anything.
Dog meat in space.
Alright, I think that's good. We got everything else nice and sold. So we can wear that stuff. How's this for a look?
It's pretty good. I like that you move him around. He's got the whole like.
Yeah, if I do these ones, the tubes go wiggly wobbly.
That's really cool.
Wee, wee, wee.
No, I just like the ribbons on his wrists.
Yeah, well, this one apparently helps with stealth, and this one apparently helps with lockpick, so that's why I went with them.
They look really fucking good. Can you do like third person?
You hungry?
You cannot.
We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout. Too.
I don't know. That's how they designed it.
I hate playing first person.
Fresh off the limb.
Hate it so much.
How much do you hate it?
I'm not gonna play this game if it doesn't give me third person. That's how much I hate it.
Well,
it's like impossible for me. It's over.
I wish I could help you with that, but according to the Devovevos, they don't have a third person option in the game. So you are just, as they say, le fucking boned. Oh, I need to talk to this guy about this thing.
Yeah, I can't play this game.
Yeah, we were pretty close.
I'm sorry, Bubbles.
Not like her to go loping off.
Answers your question. Say Thought Wheels. Did you ask me a question? I'm sorry. I'm not very attentive today, and I feel terrible about it.
No, they asked if you.
Zoe and I were going to watch the serials as our custom.
And stuff.
It says that there is no way to do that. Well, I can't find a way to do it.
You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked marketeer.
Masked marketeer.
Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions
the wisdom of free market economics.
Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
First person messes with your depth
Can't
perception.
say I recall
Yeah.
Zoe ever
I
acting
can't
strange.
do it. It makes me
well,
dizzy. Makes me
except
wanna
for her
puke.
habit of writing things down on
You
scraps
want to
of paper.
puke? Or just makes you feel like
You
you're
call
gonna
it
Makes
puke?
me
journaling,
feel like I'm
but I
gonna
think
puke
it's
when I
just
play
plain
first
odd.
person.
I'm sorry, I didn't make this
Hey,
game.
I got time.
You didn't? Why didn't you make this game, Kyle?
I'll help it.
Ugh.
Wait.
Kevin
The other
make
day,
games.
I got my hands on a genuine
Yes.
copy of the
No,
latest.
and if
Mass
I could,
Market.
I mean, maybe they
I
can.
was gonna
Maybe
surprise
somebody
Zoe.
someday will make you a
But she was
third-person
gone the
mod
next
for this
day.
game.
Kyle has made games before. He's made a couple of games now.
They probably
And they're
wouldn't be
both-
terribly difficult to do
They're
either.
both delicious. Kyle's games are fun.
They're
You guys
o-
remember his cat game?
They're okay. The cat game is okay. It needs a little work, though. Sorry, what am I doing in here?
I thought
Oh,
it was
this is her.
Musketeer, too.
This is her bullshit. Yeah, it's a marketeer. Masked marketeer. No more Edgewater. No more cannery. No more jumpsuit and gloves. Yes, ma'am. So would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back on this journal many years since and tell myself, oh, wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and grabbed a little too much Adrena time. Is that really a crime? I got to treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of Adrena time and suddenly you're committing larceny. So she got in trouble by stealing bullshit from the internet. Here's a nice page. I'm alive, starting to feel better. There's a group of deserters living on the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow some food or something that passes for food. Adelaide boiled a pot of something green and leafy and told me to drink it twice a day for my symptoms. Tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. It's nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run an aether wave, so I've been catching up on my serial dramas. Mass marketeer. What would I do without you? Go crazy, most likely.
Serial dramas.
Crack up, murder all my neighbors, and run screaming into the hills like a wild marauder. I don't know. That doesn't sound too bad. I can see myself leading cadre of marauders, a band of bandits. Wait, that doesn't sound right. A band of bandits? What would we call ourselves? The Formidable 14, the 100 Hooligans, featuring Zoe, Bandit Kaveen. Well, today's the day. Today's the day you take your destiny in your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the marauder threat bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in a camp, swarming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me. Living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been taking away some of Adelaide's food. I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some Adrena time, too. Everybody loves Adrena time. Even marauders, right? I got odds those marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of arena time before their eyes. This is going to be great. Look out, Terror 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm going to have a whole gang of marauders on my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Whatever the fuck is a Rizzo? A Rizzo for Rizzo. That doesn't sound right. So apparently I gotta go. Well, yeah, apparently I gotta go.
Before he says,
Figure out
now
what's
tell
going
us,
on.
what did you read?
I read that Zoe decided from listening to her stories about basically a free market Zorro that she's gonna go try to be one by joining up with some bandits, but she's gonna be probably turned into bandit meat as a result of her crass and overbearing opinions of herself. Hey, did you guys know bones and gears don't mix? Good thinking. It's like when we were at there was an art piece in, oh, look at that. There's gold teeth in here. Gross. I was going to say there was an art piece of Burning Man called, can't even remember what it was called. But anyways, it was a piece that basically looked like it hadn't been finished yet. It was still under construction. But you could walk around in the construction site and it just had an empty space on the inside that said, "What did you expect?" And nothing else. And the signs inside were so great. They said things like, "Don't hold the wrong end of the chainsaw," and "This sign has sharp edges," and that kind of shit.
And there were also, now that we lured you in here.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
It whispers across the
I
veil
didn't
like
see
the
it. I
winds
just
of
only saw
change.
pictures of it. I didn't go out with you
You've
guys.
done
that
well.
Who's Zoe? Zoe was
I
a
would have
lady
paid my
that
last 5
hung out
bits
with
to see the
these
look on Reed's face when the last
deserters,
time
and she
burned
apparently
out.
decided to
I
desert
can't
the
endure
deserters.
silence.
Which, hey,
Once a deserter, always deserter, Kyle.
yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound.
My son worked in that cannery.
Oh, Snapples.
When the
Her
plague started,
child
he was
died
one of
in
the first
there.
to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him.
Son of a bitch.
Said my boy didn't deserve treatment.
Oh, damn it. He
Said
probably
the
didn't work
medicine
hard
would have
enough.
wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left.
Feels good.
That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I want to hear more about the kid.
Time's come to look toward the future.
Mm-hmm.
We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go.
Your friend's van and equipment ever turn up? Actually, yes. They did find the van with the ignition broken and it's just running with no, like, way to shut it off. Out, like, abandoned somewhere. But for some fucking reason, they decided to steal everything inside, including her clothes and Burning Man patches. And that was, like, the thing that bummed her out the most. You don't sound too pleased.
I don't look forward to turning folk away. Camp's gotta stay pure, though. Can't have corporate loyalty.
Damn, lady, you are a fucking
no
asshole.
matter how desperate they may be.
Wow.
I am curious.
She decided to keep it nice
Why
and
would you
pure.
help us?
Oh God.
You don't know
Yeah.
who we are. You don't owe us a thing.
Or cliche.
The planet's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
God, the goblins turned out to be assholes. The
Between your
Munchkins.
camp and Reed's cannery, yours is the better way of life. I don't like the idea of being Reed's lackey. I'm trying to repair a ship. I'd rather not say. What do you think?
I'm curious, how would you help us? I don't know who we are. I think plans call mechanics. Yeah, I didn't do this for you. I'm trying to repair a ship.
You think this one?
Well, she's a freaking racist or whatever.
She's an
Classist.
anti corporate loyalist. Yeah, she's a classist. But I'm gonna do this one.
All right.
You're not quite like anyone else I've
Since
met.
we already are working on her, like,
You haven't had your
whatever
consciousness
happiness.
programmed by the board.
the happiness of the
You're welcome
deserters.
among us if you're ever so inclined.
Cool. That's cool. So do you want to give me a present for doing that or something? Pat on the back, hearty handshake,
Yeah.
ring around the trailer, something? Fucking handy in the basement? What's it going to take?
Gross.
Is it?
Yes.
Or is it? You said that she was a hot old lady. If Dr. Fuzzbum
you just
gets
had to-
fucking
you just had to
jerked
make
off
it-
in a basement, then there's nothing wrong with
You
that.
just had to make it sound skeezy, didn't you?
Well, it would be
Hands in the
skeezy, wouldn't it?
basement.
Had to be nice and skeezy. Had to be
Apt
skeezy for
metaphor.
reezy.
Cliche. I like that. That's good. Cliche. That should be a channel name, Kyle.
What? Cliche?
Cliche.
It's just a little cliche. Oh, I'm
It's
supposed
just
to
a
still
little
do his
cliche.
thing. I wonder if he's not going to let me do it no more. Look at these chicken. What's up, chicken? Talk. Talk. Talk to this chicken. Speak to the chicken. That's weird. They let you talk to the chicken. You're like, hey, chicken. The chicken's like, oh, really? Well, fuck you too, buddy.
People will steal anything. Bunch of morons ran into an Apple store, grabbed the stuff, and it just got a bunch of GPS trackers. Really? Yeah, it was a big bummer.
Just a bunch of GPS trackers.
Yeah, it was a big bummer about the van because she had all her equipment in it. She's a photographer. That was a real loss. Fucking sucked ass.
Well, she does a pretty good job of keeping it nice, and she keeps working and keeps rebuilding her equipment back up and that kind of thing. Damn, they really do operate not on a not on a box collider scenario on this thing. There's literally the mesh. He can see me through the roots of the tree if I'm in the wrong spot. But I guess I gotta go all the way down there and say, hey, Zoe, what you doing down here? You ain't got no friends. You're gonna drink that beer. You can't see me or hear me. I'm too stoothy, sleuthy. I'm too sneaky weaky. You can't catch me or do me nothing to me. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. Why does that have to be done in the basement? The handy in the basement?
The handy in the basement, Carl.
Is for both privacy and also to make a really, like the single skeeviest sexual experience ever so gently more skeevy. It's to enhance the skeeviness. For that is some people's kinks. You know, the most washed out backwater, you know, jerking it in the ditch that they could possibly afford or provide for one another. I mean, it's not a water, it's a road.
Disgusting.
But in Watership Down, it's the water.
Mildew and the scowl. That's right. No, mom and good.
Mildew and a scowl.